You know, that was the toughest shot that he's had to take today. And I don't know that he meant to go off the glass on that one.
You know, I feel parang nanggigigil itong si James Yap for today. Save right there by PJ Simon. James Yap waiting in the wing, and Jared Dillinger wanting to make sure that he covers him. Here's Roger Yap. They set it over. Jonathan Salvador, soft touch, wouldn't make it to go.
Good extra pass by Roger Yap, and that's a shot that John Don Salvador has to take and make for his team.
And by the way, congratulations. I heard that John Don just also tied the knot.
Hey, all right, I didn't know that.
Hopefully that brings a lot of good fortune. Right now, James Yap up against two big guys. John Don Salvador with 14 on the shot clock, face-to-face with Kelly Williams. Looks like he's going to take him with a hook shot, and he does.
Nice confidence from John Don to go to that left-handed hook shot and finish, attacking Kelly Williams in the post.
Halfway through this opening quarter, and a foul will be called against the white shirts. I see a platoon.
Well, there's three subs. Who are the guys that we mentioned that could be in the starting lineup? Jason Castro, Larry Fonachère, and Harvey Carey. Who's coming in? Jason Castro, Larry Fonachère, and Harvey Carey.
So here we have the starting unit again. The second coming of the starting unit for the Talk and Text Tropang Texters. And JD and Ali Peak will stay on the floor for Coach Chot Reyes. They go to Harvey Carey, baseline J, off mark. Jonas Villanueva also in this ball game right now. He actually had a great performance against Talking Tex, had 20 points in that battle. Let's see how he'll do tonight as Rico Meyer-Hofer.
Jonas Villanueva.
Jonathan Salvador.
Yep. And Jonas Villanueva has really come in and replaced Paul Artadi's role last year. Paul Artadi, one of the key members of this team. Now, don't forget, this BMEG team won the All-Filipino last year. So they're the defending All-Filipino champions. They're off to a slow start. Obviously, injury is a big issue. They've had some different personnel changes. But this team knows how to win.
All right, we go back to that discussion of this being a short formatted tournament. You only have 15 games in the elimination round. 14 games in the elimination round, and at 1-5 at the bottom of the standings, and still reeling with injuries and no signs that some of their injured players will be coming out anytime soon. What are the chances now for BMEG Derbies?
Well, you want to make sure you don't end up in that 9th or 10th spot. And I guarantee you, if BMEG even ends up at number 7 or 8 at the end of this conference, none of the top teams want them to be the team that they're playing in that twice-to-beat advantage, because you're playing a veteran team who knows how to win, who's won champions. They have some young athletic guys. They've got the defending MVP. They've got good point guards. So, you know, all they have to do is get going, playing well late, and just get into the playoffs, and they're going to be a scary team for a lot of people.
Well, young and athletic, you asked about that. Well, you got it in KG Cañaleta. Right now, he's up against Fonachère. Cañaleta with 10 to go. Sends it over to Villanueva, trying to free himself from the claws of Larry Fonachère. They go to Salvador. A second to go. Not enough time. Good job by Peak and company.
Just a great defensive possession by Talking Tex. They switched the dribble handoffs, didn't allow any deep penetration, and really kept the ball outside the three-point lane, well guarded that entire possession.
Coach George Gallant still looking calm. He's trying to see the perspective right here as Jared Dillinger saves this possession for the Blue Shirts. Here comes Harvey Carey. Full speed, just couldn't control it, but he recovers brilliantly. Here's Castro, drops it over, but loses the leather off the hands of Ali Peak.
Good idea, maybe a little hot. It looks like the ball's a little slippery out there. A bunch of guys have been losing that ball, and that was a possession where Talking Tex almost threw the ball away 3 different times before they actually threw it away.
17-9 with 4:37 remaining here in the opening quarter. Welcome to the Big Dome for those of you who had just tuned in. 12 seconds to go. We have James Yap, right elbow. A lot of traffic in front of him all the time, but again, the ball slips away.
Well, you like the aggressive defense of Jared Dillinger. He's a little bit taller than James, and he's exceptionally athletic as well, so he has good foot speed to keep James in front, as well as use his height to challenge James's outside shot.
That's probably why he's still kept on the floor right now, and Jared Dillinger just couldn't finish, but would have been a nice highlight type of shot.
With a quick attack of the basket there.
I see Romelo Ducal getting ready to check in this ballgame as Jonathan Salvador attacks. 14 on the shot clock. Remember, it expired on them earlier, and a three-point shot launch, not making it, and a save by Rico Meyerhofer.
Great effort by Rico Meyerhofer. Malikot Chen, he's hard to keep off the glass. He's one of those guys who seems to have a nose for the basketball.
Oh, one of the top rebounders in the league. Salvador inside. Meyerhofer underneath.
Good finish, good movement without the basketball. A nice extra pass, finding Rico Meyerhofer underneath. And he deserved that basket because he's the guy who got the offensive rebound to set up that second possession.
6 points separate these two squads. We have Harvey Carey wanting to extend that. A whistle has been blown, and it'll be against Dillinger.
Well, that's going to be Jared Dillinger's second foul, and he's the man who's been assigned to guard James Yap. Let's see how his fouls play out throughout the course of this game.
Here we have that piece of action with Rico Meyerhofer scoring underneath. And earlier, Romelo Ducal had just checked in for Jonathan Salvador, but before we see him in action, let's take a look at this score right now, 17-1, and we'll be back for more of the action right here from the Big Dome.
What's up, PBA fans? I'm Rico Meyerhofer, and this is your PBA Basket Vlog. Facebook, invite nyo ako sanrico41@yahoo.com. Sarah Hieronimo, galing siya kumanta. Going to the beach. Beach boy ako talaga yun. There you go, guys. Thanks for keeping up with me. This is Rico Meyerhofer, signing out.
Hey, happy birthday, Rico Meyerhofer. 24, I think. 24 years old.
Tuwang-tuwa siya nung sinabi niya sa talaga, ang laki ng ngiti, parang little boy talaga.
Parang kinilig, ano? Nag-meet na, gawin kaya natin ang issue. Nag-meet na kaya sila.
Oh, man.
So, basket blog. I'm sure you guys will look forward to more basket blogs na ginagawa ng ating mga producers just for all of you PBA fans. Here's Larry Fonacher uncorking a three, and it's right through.
Could have been a 4-point play on that one. Looked like he got fouled as well, but excellent play executed by Talking Text. Getting their shooter a wide open look. Larry Fonacher in the top 10 and three-pointers made per game, so he knows his role and he's doing it.
That extends the lead 20-11. Unfortunately, that rolls off the hands of KG Caneleta. And here is Jason Castro with a finish.
Well, James Yap has made some nice kickouts off of penetration. He's gotten his teammate shot. Roger Yap hit a three. PJ Simone missed one. That one, KG Caneleta just fumbled the ball, but it was good penetration and kick from James Yap.
KG Caneleta wanting to recover. He's up against a shorter defender. Let's see how he'll fare against Fonacher. Romelo Ducal fighting for that, but it goes to the blue shirts. Jason Castro sees Harvey Carey, uses the glass, and again another finish.
The speed of the transition offense of Talking Text is just frightening. Castro to Carey, sprinting the floor, and don't blink because before you know it, they got 2 points.
Well, we got a quick 30-second timeout right here, brought to us by HandyFix. Ang first aid ng bahay mo, bonds all, seals all. We know that things are going well for the Talking Text Tropang Texters. Let's talk about BMEG. What do they need to do to really topple such a strong squad?
Well, you got to execute well in the half court. And then even when you don't, last thing you want is turnovers. Those lead to transition points. You don't want forced shots. Those lead to transition points. And sometimes with Talking Text, even if you take a good shot and you miss, that leads to transition points as well.
Well, let's take a look at our Explode Energy Drink Animal sa Lakas play of the quarter. As you can see, they need a lot of energy coming in there. And Harvey Carey is the one to actually get that.
Yeah, again, it just, he's playing the power forward for the team. And Harvey Carey is very strong. He's very quick, and he runs exceptionally fast. Now they just got faster as Kelly Williams subs in for Ali Peak. So transition-wise, again, this team just gets scary. And good pressure defense right there forces BMEG to take another timeout.
30-second timeout. And it's another 30-second timeout brought to us by HandyFix. Ang first aid ng bahay mo, bonds all, seals all. So defense-wise, Talking Text has always put a lot of emphasis on that.
Well, the defense leads the transition, and their defense is doing pretty well because BMEG has only scored, thank you Roy, has only scored 2 points in the last 4 minutes. So again, they've given up 11 points here in the first 10 minutes. They're playing solid defense, and that defense is frequently converted into high percentage shots on the other end.
in the first meeting between these two squads. Talking Tex was actually down by as much as 10 points in the opening quarter against BMEG, but then they recovered. They held them scoreless, something like what's happening now. They held them scoreless and just recovered from there and never looked back, and Talking Tex won that game. You have 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. 7 on the shot clock for the white shirts. They go to KG Cañaleta. Aaron Aban just checked in, taps the ball from behind Cañaleta. Here's Castro once more, and the floater, no go. Loose ball will be called against Carey.
Gonna get a push in the back there on Jerwin Gakko, I believe. But again, you know why that foul's called? Because Harvey Carey's sprinting the floor. He's out and he's running the floor, so even on the miss, Gakko feels like he has to push him in order to keep him off the glass.
Well, we're going to inbound from the side right here. We have Harvey Carey, Kelly Williams, Aaron Aban, Larry Fonaster, and Jason Castro. He twirls. He sends it over to Aban, who's free now for this long bomber.
Over the top.
You know, Mika reported before the game, she talked about deep penetration and drop passes. Right there, the deep penetration of Jason Castro didn't get him the drop pass because it was good rotation by BMEG, but it did get them an open shot.
Not an open shot for Romelo Dugal, but he seems to make it happen, something that they need inside. Of course, they need someone that has strength inside, and Romel's giving them that.
Well, it was a nice penetration again from Jonas Villanueva, and Romel did a good job of using the rim as his guard to take it underneath the basket, avoid Kelly Williams, and finish. You know, in any level of basketball, if you can get deep penetration off the dribble, that means attacking the basket off the dribble, getting in the paint. So many good things frequently happen. Either the guy with the ball gets a shot for himself, or he gets his teammate a shot, or even if he misses the shot because the help defense has had pressure, there's no one to box out the rebounder, or he kicks it out for a wide open shot from the outside. So that's why it's so important to try to keep your man defensively in front and not let him get into the paint off the dribble.
Well, right now, we invite you to catch the Washington Wizards going up against the New York Knicks on Saturday, November 6th at 9 a.m. And this will be followed by the Houston Rockets facing off against the San Antonio Spurs on Sunday at 9 a.m., all on Solar TV. Right now, Talking Tex has extended their lead 26-13. 13's the biggest lead so far in this battle. Look at Jonas Villanueva finding a way, treading the needle, and pushing it through.
Oh, but look at that. Look at that. Jonas Villanueva makes a big-time play off the dribble, step back, hits the jump shot. As soon as it went in, Harvey Carey sprinted the floor, and his good move is erased like that.
And you know what? There were 3 guys in white that were just trailing Harvey Carey, just couldn't keep up. And as you've mentioned, Harvey Carey has a lot of speed, a lot of foot speed in him. Romelo Dugal up against Kelly Williams. Recovery of the shot with 3 seconds to go, an outside attempt, no go. Cañaleta sends it over to Simon.
Last shot of the quarter now here for BMEG Derby Ace.
Simon on the prowl, and Larry Fonaster will be called for this one.
Well, Harvey Carey comes out to trap. Talking Tex with fouls to give, and they still got 2 more fouls to give before, and a smart substitution here. When they have 2 fouls to give, they're going to bring Markey in to preserve some of their more offensive players and give up some quick fouls here at the end of this quarter.
It's fouls you want, it's fouls you'll get. And hard ones at that if Markey's on the floor. But he's guarding James Yap, who also just checked in. And KG Cañaleta just couldn't find a way to get it to the hands of James Yap. And so he called for a quick timeout right here on the floor. And it's a full timeout. We'll be back for more of your PBA action. 9.5 seconds left in this first quarter. Welcome back here at the first quarter with still 9.5 seconds left. This is the 3rd timeout that BMEG has had to call because they couldn't inbound the ball. Just, of course, Talking Tex just really blocking their view, blocking their way, just getting in their face all the time.
Really good pressure defense. Frustrating for BMEG. If it's Talking Tex, you are very happy with the way that you've been playing defense on the inbounds, whether it be the full court or the side inbounds.
Let's see how BMEG, who's been slow to recover here in this first quarter, as Gilbert Lau just checks in for Kelly Williams. James Yap will be inbounding. He sees Gakko. Handoff to James Yap. There's Markey trying to play the trail job. 4-3! Nothing but net for James. got 8 points in this battle. Only 3 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter, and James regrets that he got in the way of Jason Castro.
Here's what happened. It's James Yap. You have fouls to give. As soon as he catches it, you just got to hack him. Before he even thinks about